Okay.
Oh, this is it.
Okay.
You're in it.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna
Okay.
talk a lot. I
Yeah.
have no COVID. I have.
We'll let it.
Thank you.
It'll be okay.
We
You
will
would
figure out.
mind to sign in there
Okay.
for me?
I'm not scared of.
I'll forgive about it. That's all.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're cutting the website.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'll go on.
I'll see you on the-
I bet it's Maddie's, 'cause that's kind of what
Do you remember?
Yes. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yes.
Wow, this is super weird because Stephen has us set up live. Hey, everybody.
If
So,
anyone's watching yet.
I'm
so.
Leslie Grone with REI Women's Business Center out of Tulsa, and Katie Sherrick Blair is here with Indian Capital Technology. She is my partner in crime. When we
No problem.
are
Okay.
going to do training classes, and we're so thankful that you all are here today. Stephen Caranda with Back to You Marketing. Unfortunately, he gets drugged all over the state by the Women's Business Center. Anything that has to do with video or social media or any of that, we call him. It's like, hey, have you ever been to so-and-so? And he's like, I don't even know where that's at, but yes, I'll go there. So we are so fortunate to have him in our little toolbox of trainers. And he is going to do do-it-yourself video marketing today. I've seen this presentation multiple times, and I learn something new every time I get to rehear it again. So we will have lunch. I know we had about a dozen people, maybe 15 registered between the two of us, so we may have a few more trickle in. And once I kind of have a solid count, I'll slip out and go pick up lunch for us so we can all enjoy that. Aaron, have you been to one of these classes before? I thought so. I've seen your face before, so we appreciate you coming back. And there's a couple more people. We're so happy to have a full house today. And this is super exciting. For me, we have been kind of shut down for the last couple of years due to COVID, and I love being in my communities and getting to know the people and just being interactive with everyone. So, Ms. Katie, do you have anything to add?
I just want to say what I do here is I'm a PTAC coordinator. What that means is I'm a procurement technical assistance coordinator. So I help people do business with the federal government or the tribal or state entities. So if anybody has a need for that, I have the resources that I can, if I don't know about it, which there's a lot I don't know, but I can find out. So my cards are on the table there, and we do host this, and we're just happy that you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just to tell you a little bit more about the Women's Business Center, we are funded through the Small Business Administration, and our grant we're to do business counselings, business trainings, assist with finding resources. So that's our narrative requirements. We are under the umbrella of REI Oklahoma, which is a economic development program out of the Durant area. We've been in business for over 40 years. This is our 40th anniversary, so we've got some longevity as far as our program. And in your folder, there is a resource guide that will tell you all of the programs that REI has to offer. We have a down payment assistance program for first-time home buyers. We do lending through SBA. We have a minority business development program. We just have a nice variety of that hopefully will cover just about anybody. So I wanted to make sure that you all knew that's in your little folder. There is also a form in there that if you don't mind to fill that out for me, just as much as you're comfortable with. It's a government form. So I know that it can be a little bit invasive, but most importantly is just your name, address, and phone number, email. And on the back is a place for you to sign. So if you wouldn't mind to fill that out sometime today, I just need it before we leave today. That for me kind of verifies your attendance today, so that, you know, I can say, yes, I was in Muskogee, I was at Indian Capital Technology, and all of these wonderful people were in our classes. So I'm sure you all are sick of hearing me talk, because that's just, you know, I get up here and start babbling. So I'll just let it pass over to our wonderful Stephen Caranda, who's going to teach us all about video. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I opened my big mouth last night in a seminar, and we started talking about video, and questions started and continued and answers. And I finally went, you know, I'm doing a video marketing seminar in Muskogee tomorrow, and I was in Oklahoma City. A couple people went, well, I may go attend. And I said, well, we'll just stream it on YouTube. So we're live. We're trying something out today. So glad you're here, though. Now, half of you are going, well, I could have sat in my home on my couch, right, and watched this here. Okay. Glad you're here. Delighted to, as I'll echo Leslie, we've all been cooped up, and doing webinars is just not the same as being live. And so I'm ecstatic to be live. Glad you're here. Delighted. A couple other forms for you that I'll point out to you. First of all, I would love for this to be a conversation. And if you have questions, raise your hand and say, you talked about hashtags. I'm really not up on hashtags, so please explain that to me. Be comfortable, fair enough? Okay. And instead of just sitting and writing, I've got a bunch of notes for you already on this sheet to help you. So that way we can be answering and engaging. And the second is, I'm going to additionally help you, and then I'm going to send you the PowerPoint if you want it. Now, the best way to get that, to know where to send it and who to send it to, is this form here, okay? The top is just name and email address, and if you leave that for me, then I can turn around and I can get you the PowerPoint, okay? And it's just one more way that instead of writing everything down, I'm going to help you, and I'm just going to send it to you, okay? If you want to say some nice things, you can. I'd love to get your feedback and your input. We're always looking to see how we can improve these. We were at a seminar. I have to trip over that about a dozen times. We were at a seminar in Shawnee, and I remember, like, same thing as last night. We just started down this rabbit hole talking about video marketing, and I turned to Leslie's counterpart and I said, I think we may just have to do a whole seminar on video marketing. This was pre-COVID, so almost 3 years ago. And there was so much response to it that she came up at the end and she said, you better start writing, because, and this has been one of our more popular seminars talking about video marketing. Big partner of mine is Clarent Technologies. He sponsors all the seminars that we do in partnership with REI. Brian Workman, if you need payment processing, you need payment plans, he can help you out. And he's got an office in Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Big supporter of ours. I love the ladies at REI, and we really appreciate it. I don't mind being dragged. Still, so now post-COVID, my goal is to get into the Panhandle. We've gotten as far as Alva and Woodward. We've yet to go literally into the Panhandle with this seminar, so that's going to be probably a 2023 goal. But absolutely love to get around. I'd love to connect with you. Whether you find us on, there's my email address. You'll also see my email address and my cell phone number at the bottom of those sheets. If you're like, I'm just not comfortable asking the question, just drop me a text, drop me an email, and we'd be more than happy to answer it. Okay. Connect with you all over social media. We've got Facebook. That's Back to You Marketing's Twitter. That's the agencies. Mine gets a little more in-depth when it comes to Thunder games and KU basketball games and Chiefs games. And so you're gonna get a lot more activity. But we drop all kinds of marketing ideas and suggestions, et cetera, through our Twitter account. It's your goodie bag.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Forgive me for being tardy.
No, you're fine. You're right on time. You're right on time because speaking of social, need to prove we were here, right?
Yes.
Also need to prove to my wife that I was actually in Muskogee today. Guys, the worst thing to put on a phone was what? The camera.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dear, I'm going to this conference. Are you really? Take a picture and text me. Right? Then you're like, dang it, I'm in Buffalo Wild Wings with the guys. Right? Okay, so how about we can get this? Get most people here. All right, ready? 1, 2. She's going. I sat on the front row.
I know. That's exactly what she said.
Is that what you said? Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
Want to
exactly-
skip over the front row? Okay, 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
That's in the right spot, right?
I think you were in a good spot. Radio station has no proof of you being here. Sorry about that. I'd love to find out who you are. So real quickly, just who you are, who you're representing, and maybe one thing that you're hoping to grab out of today. Fair enough? Would you start, Mike?
Yeah, I'm with KTFX, EOK, and KTL2, sister stations for Discovery and Tahlequah.
Okay.
Operations manager, PD, morning show. And I want to learn all this so we can add more to our website for the radio station and also for our social media for the radio stations, because I think we're shorting the people out there a lot by not having that connectivity.
Yeah.
And I think this will help them, this will help us as well.
A friend of mine came to me and he said, we need to update our website, his website for his company. And he said, right now it's just there. Because I want it to be a TV. Because it's a brochure and I need it to be more interactive. And so much video is being put on websites nowadays. So good for you.
If you don't change something every week, they lose interest.
Right.
Until they come back and they see the same thing as well. That
Morning.
I'm Caitlin Bruce. I'm here with Integrity Pathways, Dr. Jean Rogers. I'm an intern there, so I'm here joining her to hopefully improve social media presence and reach out to the community more.
And Integrity Pathways is,
Behavioral health
okay.
agency, and I'm a psychologist, and so we're here in Muskogee, been here about 20 years, and with the pandemic, our strategic plan of 7 years to move into a lot of telemental health happened in about 7 days.
Okay.
And so we were very proud of that. We think we did that part well, but we have a Facebook page, we have a website, and we're trying to do more with video, almost like public service,
Sure.
tips and things. And our feedback was, does a grandma do your Facebook page? To which I'm like, well, yes,
Yeah.
but she's a very hip grandma.
Yeah.
So we thought we needed to up our game a lot in all of these areas. And so we're hopeful. Caitlin is getting her degree in health promotions.
Okay.
And she's almost a graduate, but she knows a lot about TikTok and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, she told us we could connect them all and do one video and it would go out to all of them. And we're hopeful about that. My team is very terrified about that,
Yeah.
but we're going to push forward anyway. So that's why we're here.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Where are you studying?
Well, I'm from Wagner, but I go to school in West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A little bit of a commute.
Yeah.
Online classes.
No, in person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's back for the summer to do her internship. there. So we're very fortunate to have her. And before she goes, we want to capitalize on everything we can
Absolutely.
get from a non-grandma.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Chris Sneed. I'm here with CSI or Chris Sneed Insurance.
Okay.
And just want to learn to be able to market better on social media.
Excellent. Glad you're here.
Aaron Young, Kevin Clay Young. I've been to one of your seminars,
I thought so.
but was wanting to learn more about video, and we have several companies asking, can you do this? And several of them are farther and farther away. So
Okay.
hoping that this could help us with them.
Okay, excellent. They're asking if you can do this with cabinets, not the videos for them. If you
Not
can
the
do
videos, not
cabinetry for them.
My work for them,
Yeah.
for reference, because architects are asking for more stuff. And
Gotcha.
This, instead of me having to go to Timbuktu for a presentation, I can just
Yep.
post a video without.
Put together a video and there you go. Love it, love it. Morning.
Hi, I'm Nicole Cruz, with AMS, we were Millionaire, in business development, and we had a ownership change, so we're starting to finally do marketing in-house.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we've been around for almost 40 years, and it's always been word of mouth.
Yeah.
So we're finally getting a chance to actually do some marketing.
That's awesome. Good. Awesome. Morning.
Morning. My name is Lindsay Williams. I am basically what you would call a motivational speaker, inspiration, that type of thing. I'm also a certified coach, trainer, mentor. I presently have my own company that I'm rebranding, actually.
Okay.
At the same time, I do a lot with our Toastmasters International, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Public speaking. So I promote their communication, education programs, do public relations initiatives,
Yeah.
and things of that nature. Also running Elks Lodge, and I'm part of 3 or 4 different nonprofits that we need to improve on, how we promote ourselves in the community.
Yeah.
Because really nonprofits can be profitable,
Yeah.
but at the same time, membership, acquiring talent, succession planning and all that. I want to spearhead that through social media, videos, shorter than 1 minute videos,
Sure.
things that hit just like that and are easy to sustain and duplicate each week. So I also lead a lot of the public relations training on how to most of our Toastmasters curriculum is promoted through local clubs / groups / organizations of 20 people, could be more or less,
Right.
and how to put themselves into the community and help people understand that this is a very, very profitable, inexpensive, communication program where you start from just learning how to introduce yourself, doing public presentations in public, networking online, presenting yourself on the internet, and Zoom environment, but most importantly, how to basically develop your soft skills and transferable skills to ensure that you continually rise, your skill set will continually rise whatever you do.
Absolutely. Good to you. Glad to hear. You gotta be ticking every single time I say
Oh, you're awesome.
Okay, all right. Morning, how are you?
I'm good. My name is Kayla. I'm a student at Northeastern State University.
Yeah.
I was in marketing, but I have just switched over to media studies. I've been starting that.
What's wrong with market? No, I'm just
It was the
kidding.
numbers for But, so I'm starting that in August. I don't have my own business. It's just kind of freelance stuff. So a lot of this is just education.
Awesome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. My son, long story, almost became a river hawk. But,
Oh,
yeah, so anyway. Morning.
Morning, my name is Jill Brady. I'm actually here in Indian Capital, but I'm coming for personal reasons because I have a small farm. I raise registered British white cattle and sheep, and I really don't have a website. I know, really bad, but I don't know TikTok. I'm not a hip grandma, because I'm really lacking in those skills, and so I'm coming here to learn for my business.
Good for you.
I'm planning on retiring this year and doing farming.
Good for you. Glad you're here.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I'm an AmeriCorps Vista member, resource development specialist from Tahlequah. And what I'm doing is building up the social media presence with the World Health Foundation.
Okay.
And bringing more awareness about rural health and bringing services to the rural communities.
Good.
And then I'm also working on building a website as well.
Good for you.
Hi, I'm Rosalind. I'm with Cherokee County Health Services Council, and we're kind of like a sister agency to the Health Foundation. And a lot of what we have to bring to the table are different programs that are kind of like inside-out programs that are federally funded, state funded, and they might be tribally funded. But a lot of it involves interacting with the community, and I think the social media, we've recently emerged on TikTok. So that's been something that's new, and then just trying to find how to incorporate our programs and make them more accessible to the community, I think is one thing that I hope to gain from this.
Yeah.
But we have different programs. We have like the rural community opioid response programs. We have the tobacco settlement endowment trust program. We have HIV awareness programs. So we just have all these different platforms that we really can offer to Cherokee County rural communities. And figuring a way how to do that through social media on these different platforms, I think it's going to be a great start, a great asset.
Good for you. And welcome to the bold world of TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Whole new world.
Yeah, it is. And our back row Baptist back there.
All right, my name is Tonette Dunn. I'm a new business owner, so I just want to gain more knowledge on social media and things like that.
What's your business?
Oh, it's Dunn's Cleaning and Janitorial Service.
Excellent. So you're gonna keep all these businesses spiffy
Oh,
and clean.
I'm
and
gonna try.
Good for you. All right. So feel free to network. Okay. I think we can use each other's services, and that's what I love about this is you can every once in a while turn and go, I need that, or I need help with that. So glad you're here. Here's our agenda. Here's where, well, I'm going to back up. I already talked to you about emailing the PowerPoint to you. At the top of the sheet, excuse me, young lady, at the top of the sheet are a couple blanks. I really hope you jump out of here with a couple actionable items. And so write down a couple things, not right now, but as we go through the next, what, we got 4 hours that we're doing?
1:30.
No, I'm just kidding. As we go through the next couple of hours, write down a couple things that you just really want to jump on. What's going to happen? You're going to go back to your office and you're going to start on email, or you're going to start on a couple tasks, and then we're going to get into tasks that we have to do on Thursday, and then Friday, nobody works on Friday. And so then Monday rolls around, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Next thing you know, you wake up and it's October or November, or it's even next year, and you haven't even jumped on some of these, have you? So write down a couple things that I want to get on that immediately. I'm going to go back and I'm going to put this at the top of my to-do list. I'm going to jump on it, okay? Even if it's just looking at one of the tools that we may talk about. Then the others are, here's something that I piqued my interest, and I'm going to put that on my Tickle file, and maybe next January, or maybe I get to the middle of December where it's just kind of a dead zone, and I'm going to start exploring things. And I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to carve out a little bit of time, and I'm going to review that. Okay, that's what those empty blanks are. Where's my agenda? There it is. Here's what we're going to go through today. We're going to look at some numbers of why video is so important in marketing and small business right now. And we're going to talk about the essentials, what we look at. And I talked to Aaron, our video guy, and I said, what are the basics that we need to know? And we go through the essentials. We're going to talk about some best practices, even give you some content ideas. So many people are like, well, yeah, videos, but what do I make them about? What do we talk about? I just can't get on and, hi, I'm Joe, and we make cabinets. Here's our brown cabinets. Here's our white cabinets. I know that they're all the same color, and then you paint them, right, or stain them. We can stain them this way. We can stain them this. I mean, you can't. You need to mix it up a little bit. And so we're going to give you some ideas about content. You can do more with your videos than just social media. I love the encouragement. I love it. But did you know that you can take video to so many other worlds in your marketing? I piqued your interest. We'll come back to that. And then we'll actually practice. one brave soul, maybe we'll make a video. We, last time we were here, Carrie, we put together a video on the spot, didn't we? I think we can even bring that up if we want to, okay? So questions, answers, should we dive in? Interrupt at any time if you got a question, fair enough? Okay. Videos have become the most popular consumer consumption item, okay? 96% of consumers have increased their online video consumption. Obviously, that was because, hey, the world shut down. All we had was these things right here. And so when we're sitting inside because of COVID, it was video, video, video. That even sparked our interest more because then we learned, hey, wait a minute, we can watch videos about more than just cats doing weird things, right? And so it really piqued our interest. Average person spends about 100 minutes per day watching online video. I don't know who those people are. It's probably my son and my daughter. I barely get 100 minutes to do much, let alone watch videos every day. But on average, about 100 minutes per day. And 82% of consumer internet traffic is video. 82% of what consumers are watching is video, okay? 9 out of 10 say they want to see more videos. So the consumers are out there saying, please give us more video. 9 out of 10 are begging for it, saying that's what I want from your company. That's what I want from your small business. I want video, okay? 6-7 years ago, we started doing social media classes with REI. And I remember the conversations as we watched and looked at people's posts were, you need to start adding some pictures. Remember the ancient days of Facebook when all we did was just post text? And I remember saying, you need to add some pictures, liven this up a little bit. Those days are gone. It's all video. Yes, sir.
I don't think I heard exactly what is REI.
I'm sorry. REI is the company that is out of Durant. They also have 3 strategic women's business centers, Tulsa, Durant, and Oklahoma City. So they're our sponsor and our presenter today.
What does that stand for?
Rural Enterprises Incorporated.
Yeah. Rural enterprise. But with offices in Tulsa and Oklahoma City now, they're no longer rural, so it's just REI. Not to be confused with the Cool Camping Company.
Right, we do not sell backpacks.
They don't sell backpacks.
Just in case.
72%, 3 out of 4 consumers say, I'd rather watch a video than read anything. So as you start talking about, hey, we're going to post a story, they want to watch the video of the story instead of sitting and read it.
Yeah.
Blogging is absolutely important to your search engine optimization. Blogging is important to your website to help you gain in search results, but they'd rather watch the video instead of read your blog. So start thinking, I'm going to blog, but I'm going to turn that blog into a video immediately. Okay? Because they want to watch the video instead of read all that content. They retain 95% of that message when they do watch it on a video. Unfortunately, they're going to read it, forget about most of it, come back to it, come back to it, come back to it. But if they watch that video, they're going to retain a lot of it. All right. 83% of the internet users access digital video content. So 80% of the consumers are accessing video content right now. And 59% of executives agree that both text and video are available. They're more likely to choose video. Exactly what you're hearing right now. Okay. If I can do business with you, I would rather watch a video. Okay. So, hey, I'm going to text you a link to a video so you can see all about our janitorial services. Okay. I'm going to email you a PDF. No, I don't want the PDF. I'm going to send you a link to where you can watch a video and learn about it. Okay, that's what they're wanting. That's what they're asking for. Right? And we're seeing great results with it. Marketers have already seen revenue growth 49% by using video over the old traditional ways of marketing. Right? The consumers, we see this in our own activities. We see this in our own feeds. What gets shared more? What gets retweeted more? Videos, right? And so you're seeing more of that even in your own personal activities. Your friends and your family members are, you guys see this video, you guys see this video. Website. Videos on your website, you're seeing an increase average time of spent on site, which makes sense. You've got a 30, 40-second video, they're going to stop and watch 25 to 40 seconds of it. They may not watch the whole thing, but they just immediately went from clicking on your website, looking at that and going, okay, in 5 seconds, I figured out where I want to go next. Instead, they stopped, they watched that video, and they're going to increase the time on site just by watching those videos. Totally makes sense. The other cool thing about a video on your homepage is it allows them to stop, get a bearing of the website, because they'll glance away every once in a while. They'll have a better knowledge of where they want to go. You get more qualified leads. Marketers are seeing that the leads that we're getting into our business are more qualified and they're better leads because of video. I already talked about executives wanting that. Business people are wanting that as well. So if they can stop and see a video about your services, they can see a video about your business, then they're going to go, okay, I have a better understanding just in that 30, 45 seconds. I love that you said about a minute video, because that's not the attention span that people have. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. But if I can take 45 seconds, even up to a minute, and talk about my business, we're going to get better qualified leads out of it. Right? We're seeing consumption go up. 64% of consumers purchase a product after watching the video. Okay? And they can recall a video ad they viewed in the past 30 days. We're getting hit. Newspaper. Does anybody still read newspaper? No. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, exactly. Newspaper ads, billboards, radio ads. We still listen to the radio. Some of us still listen. Spotify has a medium. Do what?
It's still the number one medium.
Still, is it really?
Over everything else, TV, internet, cable, home radio, still number one.
Okay. According to the Radio Association, you realize that.
No, I just researched that just a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Still number one.
Okay. The ads we see on TikTok, the ads we see on social media, a video ad, they're going to recall that a lot longer and a lot better than they are going to recall everything else. Okay. Again, consumers want to see more video. Conversion rates go up by 80%. They spend 88% more time browsing. Consumers are saying, I need to update this, get updated, but they continue to see that video is part of their marketing strategy. Does video give you a positive return on investment? Look at that, continues to go up and up and up. 87% said, yeah, we're getting a strong ROI. A lot of data. Hit you with a lot of data. Questions, comments on any of that? Okay. Hopefully you're.
I'm surprised it's just 100 minutes a day. They must be averaging the grandmas and the kids.
They're averaging you and me
Yeah.
between my
Yeah.
daughter,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
it's about 100 minutes in an hour is what she's watching.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, because they're on it, just seems like constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen, do you think that plays, I'm just asking for my own knowledge, TikTok? I mean, has TikTok kind of moved up into above some of the others, or?
Some of the other social media, oh, absolutely.
Okay.
TikTok's the hottest social media
Because that's
platform right now.
primarily video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And short answer is yes. Now you've got to be careful on TikTok. You are talking about jumping around here. You are talking about a younger demographic and a very smart, savvy demographic. And it's funny. I love just hanging out with my daughter, and she gets more and more engaged with what I'm doing. And I'll just flat out ask her, does this look good? Is this not? What are you watching? And she's like my own little in-house research, if you will. And she knows an ad from a genuine TikTok. And so we say this all the time on TikTok. You need to make TikToks, not ads. You can't, I'm preaching to the choir here. You can't take what you do for Facebook and Instagram and say, it's good enough for TikTok. No. Yes.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions, is kind of like the overlap in social media. Is there really, a best served combination to service your agency or service your services? And I know you can combine Facebook and Instagram fairly well.
Yep.
But can you really do that with Instagram and TikTok or Snapchat?
Snapchat's just kind of faded into, Snapchat. TikTok has just come on such a rush that, again, Snapchat's kind of, I forgot about that. Snapchat more and more, I'll jump on that real quick. Snapchat more and more has become a messaging tool than an actual social media platform. Am I hearing amens from others? I'm gonna pick on you. In the high school and college world, am I wrong? Snapchat is messaging. Okay, it's not there was a time when it was strong in marketing. My daughter uses it just to communicate. Okay, sure, she's got streams of texts, but she's talking to people on Snapchat. Bless her heart, I love it. I'm the cool dad, if you will, because I'll be in a meeting and my daughter will snap me. I'm like, yes. Sorry, I've got to address my daughter on Snapchat. Really? So there's that issue. You've got to look at the demographics between the other three. I'm going to put the other three together. So Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook, let's admit it, old people, that's where we are still at, right? I do have a cool niece. She's on Facebook. I've got one of my best friend's daughters on Facebook, but it's the older demographics. Instagram has really become that older demographic. If you look at this, I'm going to get into social media history here. If you look at what happened with all this, and we all know this, the kids would get on a platform, mom and grandma would chase them. Oh, so we're going to get on Facebook too because that's what you're on. All of a sudden the kids went, we're out of here. We're going to Instagram. So what happened? Mom, grandma, dad, they all went to Instagram chasing them. Now they're on TikTok. And half of us are like, I'm done chasing, right? The other half are like, I'm so engaged with Facebook and Instagram now, I don't have time for one more. And the other thing is we're sitting there looking at TikTok going, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm probably oversimplifying, if you will, but the very simple answer is you cannot do what you do on Facebook and Instagram on TikTok. I do coach a lot of people to say this. You're brilliant in what you're doing, okay? You've got to grab somebody of that younger generation to help you and coach you on TikTok, okay? I tell people all the time in social media seminars that we do, hey, if you got gray hair, you can still do social media. It's absolutely cool. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. TikTok, I would be careful with. And I would make sure that you go look at your niece or you look at your nephew or you look at your granddaughter or whatever and say, is this cool? We had an intern come in last summer. We manage all the social media for downtown Norman. And I said, take a look at what we're doing and just kind of give us some thoughts. And she goes, you need to be on TikTok. And so her project was to start the downtown Norman TikTok account. And I honestly went to my daughter. I said, what do you think? How's she doing? She goes, these are cool. This is awesome. And to add on to that, we started shopping for Mom for Christmas. And I said, where do you want to go? She goes, I want to go to the cool stores downtown that I saw on TikTok. She had done such a good job of couching that and marketing those on TikTok that my daughter here, they got a 14-year-old thinking the stores downtown Norman are cool. So, long answer, but does that help? Okay. And I'll interject very quickly. We coach this the same thing with all the social media classes. Get on one and own it. Okay? If you're on Facebook, own it. I mean, get on it and just rock it. If you find your customers are on Instagram, get on Instagram and just own it. Okay? Gosh, you're looking at Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, which is my favorite, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok. What am I leaving out? Leaving out something. I'm sorry.
LinkedIn is another one.
Yeah.
Business.
Yeah. By the time you as a small business owner are trying to manage 6, 7, 8 social media outlets, you don't have time to manage your business, do you? So get on one and just absolutely own it. Where are your customers? How many, I'm going to oversimplify, how many teens and 20-year-olds are looking for cattle and sheep? So do you need to be on TikTok, young lady?
Probably not.
Probably not, okay?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
How many teens and 20-year-olds are buying cabins? So do you need to be on TikTok, Aaron? Probably not. I'm not discouraging TikTok. Get on, play with, own all of your platforms. Get on and grab your name and have that platform. Play with it. Just play with it. But hey, concentrate on one and just own it and rock it. Fair enough?
Stephen, would you say don't try to be on all of them?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Keep them and maintain them, but don't try to every single day I'm going to post something and try to do everything. I got off track. I'm sorry. I'm going to get off track on one more. Here's a minor soapbox. Fair enough? All right. You talked about linking them. And this is Stephen Coranda came into Muskogee. You may have somebody else come in here next week, Carrie, and do a social media seminar, and they'll say, hey, the best tool you can do is just take everything and put them together. And so when you tweet, it posts on Instagram, and when you post on Facebook, a pet peeve of ours is not doing that. So often you'll see somebody post on Instagram, and it's linked to their Twitter account. Our pastor, for crying out loud, I'll pick on my pastor. He does that, just drives me nuts. So what happens? On Twitter, it'll say, Mark just posted a picture with a link to Instagram. If I wanted to see the picture, I'd be on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, right? And people will post on Instagram. Do you want to post this on Facebook? Sure. Boom. The people they tagged on Instagram wind up as an odd tag in Facebook. We've all seen this, right? You're like, this isn't making sense. Take the time to post on Facebook, cut and paste, post on Instagram, cut and paste, and tweet, okay? It makes for a much cleaner social media presence instead of, I'm on Facebook, I'm gonna automatically post on Instagram.
I use Canva.
Yeah.
And have social media links into Canva. So by the time I actually log in to each one and then post to each platform,
Good for you.
does that work?
Yeah, if you take the text that you have for Facebook and you cut and paste that into your Instagram, add hashtags, cut and paste into Twitter, then if that's what you're doing, I applaud you. That's just me personally. Makes for a much cleaner social media presence, so. Okay, I'm done with my soapboxes. YouTube, anybody heard of YouTube? Oh my goodness. It's their favorite channel. Let me clarify that. It's their favorite channel. It's not ABC, it's not USA, it's not NBC. YouTube are their channels. When you ask the kids what they're watching and what their favorite channels are, they'll talk about channels on YouTube, just like ABC, NBC, CBS, ESPN. Okay? Us old people think about TV and, I'm going to go to FX, or I'm going to go to, I don't know, whatever. Hallmark, right? We're going to go to Hallmark and Lifetime movies, right? When you say channels, they're talking channels on YouTube, okay? 68% have watched a YouTube video to help make a purchase decision. Okay?
Yeah.
They are actively on YouTube looking for help on insurance. What do you mean by term limit? Not term limit, term policy. I'm sorry, I put politics in the insurance. What do you mean by a term policy?
It's like renting a house.
You what?
It's like renting a house, you don't own it.
Yep. And so they'll get on actively on YouTube and search. So here's your big star asterisk. If you take one thing away, the question you're going to answer on YouTube is, how do I? Or what do you mean by? Okay. If you answer that question, you're going to help your YouTube presence. Okay. Excuse me. 62% of universal searches on Google include a video. 8 out of 10 of those come from YouTube. We see this in our own search results nowadays. YouTube is reaching more adults than cable TV. Okay. Again, start thinking about our own habits, right? So again, as you start looking at your marketing and thinking, where am I going to market? Start thinking about 10, 15 seconds videos on YouTube. You're going to reach more adults than cable TV. God bless the local cable TV provider. They're going to come around and say, hey, we need to get you on FX and Lifetime and Hallmark. You know what? Can you get me on YouTube? Okay. A lot of data here talking about how, look at that third one, they're continually increasing their YouTube usage. Okay, so it's not going to stop. Globally, 40% of shoppers said that they purchased products that they had discovered on YouTube. It's the good thing and the bad thing about YouTube providing content to you and suggesting stuff. They'll stumble upon something and go, hey, I actually need that. I need to use that. Okay. Most popular platform among marketers, I'll read these to you. Surprise, surprise, at the top is YouTube. Number 2 is Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, a webinar. I do need to update this. TikTok's about 15%. It's probably much higher. You know, look and see if I can update this chart. But number 1 is YouTube. Number 2 is Facebook. Number 3 is LinkedIn. Wow. It's not just for searching for a new job anymore. Make some great business-to-business connections. So if you're looking business to business, young lady back there, LinkedIn. Video posts have the highest organic engagement on Facebook. We all see this as we scroll through. And 49% of consumers engaged with video content on Facebook. Facebook's going all in with video. All in. You're going to see a lot more of the presence. 75 million people visit Facebook's video platform daily. Spend an average of 20 minutes every day. The other social platform, video posts on LinkedIn are shared about 20 times more. Video posts on Instagram receive twice as much as engagement. Tweets get 10 times the engagement as compared to tweets without video. 1 in 10 marketers have tried video marketing. I'm gonna bet that's outdated. 66% report having success on TikTok. Now, all of this video content, you see consumers want video. So now I've got to go hire Steven Spielberg and the Marvel Studios to produce this wonderful, glorious video. Yes? What do consumers want? We actually want low quality videos. We actually want less produced videos. Again, let's talk about the savvy consumer. I'm sorry?
More real.
It is absolutely more real. And the savvy consumer is going to look at that video and say, yeah, that's too good. Yeah, that's an ad. Okay. They want those more realistic videos. So they want low quality. What does that mean? That means you have a studio right here in your pocket. Everything you need to do your marketing is right here. I say that with all due respect to Aaron, our video guy. There's just some things that you're like, I don't know if I really do need a nicer looking thing. Everything you need is right here though, okay? You can do it on your own. Questions or comments?
Comment. I actually canceled my regular television channels because I'm a YouTuber for everything.
Yeah.
Organizations like the Department of Veterans Affairs have increased their ability to make benefits, disability benefits more understandable by publishing videos, as well as law firms who actually represent veterans in the disability claim process. And the galleries of it actually publish their own videos on certain parts of VA litigation. That is something a lot of us basically understand where to start, how to start, and makes it a lot complex, a lot less complex.
Right. If you can take that content and frequently asked questions, to get ahead of what to talk about. Take all the frequently asked questions that people have. How do I apply for benefits? How long are the benefits? And just make a short video about them. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Other veterans themselves, what we talk about mistakes you can make.
Yeah.
Why it's a mistake, and those also happen.
That's awesome. Smart. There's one.
Outside of the nonprofit that I'm with, I have played with different things, trying to learn it on my own, before I integrate it into our organization.
Yeah.
And something that I have noticed is I made a video of something, all it was really simple. I was cracking walnuts on a stone that had a hole made in it by nature. And I got over 800,000 views on that. All the rest of my videos, which was just, my family or things that might have been for sale or whatever, I didn't get very many views. But just that simple thing of just cracking the nuts, not saying anything, not showing face, just the activity. And it's like everybody was amazed with it.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of interactions with it as well, asking about it, and I don't know, I just thought it was neat.
That's awesome. It's the weirdest thing to go viral, isn't it?
It's like mini tutorials people are more engaged with and interested in.
We have people, not a lot, but we've had a couple people come to us and say, hey, can you create a video a video that'll go viral for us? No. I have no idea what's going to go viral. I mean, if I was that good, or if our team was that good, all due respect, I may not be in Muskogee right now. I'd be on a beach, but It's the weirdest stuff that goes viral. I mean, you can work on something for months, and this is the most awesome thing, and you put it out there, you get 2 views, then you crack walnuts and you get 800,000 views. So it's the weirdest thing. Yeah, that's awesome. Now I gotta go look for the cracking walnuts.
So I just have a question for clarification for me,
Yeah.
because this is new language for me
Okay,
in a way.
sure.
Now, I use YouTube a lot because I hit my microphone on Google and say, pull up somebody I've heard about on YouTube, and then I see their videos and stuff. So I use that a lot. But so when you say YouTube channel, so for like my business, do I need to start a YouTube channel
Yes.
specific and then upload it to that specific channel?
Yes.
Okay, and then how do I get it from that channel to the masses?
Oh, that's the magic, isn't it?
Yeah,
You just crack walnuts and it goes viral.
apparently,
That's
right?
what you do.
Can you tag me in that video? Yeah,
Yeah. You sponsor that video.
yeah,
That's where you use your social media channels. That's where you use all your other marketing outlets. You email it. You post it on Facebook. You post it on Instagram. You tweet it out. You know, all the other marketing channels. You tell and promote and say, look, here's our channel. We've got a new channel out there, and we just posted a video on X.
so is the channel just like your name, or is there a number assigned, or how do you?
No, it's
just you.
remind me the name of the business.
Integrity Pathways.
Integrity Pathways.
Mhm.
So it's going to be youtube.com/Integrity Pathways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was younger, I had a YouTube channel.
Oh, good, so good.
You did?
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing. Where you just, when you're young and stupid and you think you're funny with your cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what it's
that's
called anymore, and I hope it never pops up. So.
We're going to have to look after that.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it's
have to
out
look
there.
at that.
That's what I'm scared
Caitlin
about.
Bruce has a YouTube channel.
What's the name? Caitlin Bruce?
No.
We're all searching now.
Right?
Say that one more time for Google.
Yeah,
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 please.
Okay.
I don't know where this ranked. It was college students. This was last fall, okay? College students, one of the top things they wanted to be in life was a YouTuber. I mean, they would enter college and they would say, hey, why are you in college? What are you looking to do? Believe it or not, they said YouTuber. I mean, it was like, I don't know if you can actually go to college to be a YouTuber, but anyway.
No, this is like
If you
teen.
captured those videos from college, you probably could be a star.
My fraternity life, right?
I don't want the surface now.
Exactly, right. Yeah.
You were talking about how it's weird how some people fit and some things don't. Think it's like Cena. A lot of people don't know about Cena. This, about 3-4 years ago, a 14-year-old girl sat down and set of drums and started covering the songs. She would get the tapes without the drum set and do it live. Never taught. 17 million views.
Yeah.
1 million, 4 million views. Covering all these old rock songs. Today, cover of Inagata Vida. That big drum solo. And nailed it.
Yeah.
Just played it on 14, 15 years old. Amazing. Cena.
How do you spell it?
S-I-N-A, I believe.
S-I-N-A.
Yeah.
There's another gal that,
Thanks.
I think she's Europe. She covers a lot of songs. And I've seen her, anyway, she's phenomenal voice. I don't think she's ever put out a record. I don't think she's ever been on the radio.
Yeah, S-I-N-A.
S-I-N-A. But she just millions and millions and millions of views. So anyway.
I'm surprised some band doesn't pick her up like that.
Right?
That good.
Right. You know, Rush's drummer retired, so yes, ma'am.
Okay, I know, run off the hip room off.
You're good.
Okay. Do you have to pay to get a YouTube channel? I mean,
Nope.
Is that because you just said the .com? And so.
Yeah, nope. The answer is no.
Okay.
You have to have your Gmail account. You have to have your Google account.
Okay.
Okay, and you use your Gmail account to set it up on YouTube. Remember,
Okay.
Google owns YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
I just actually opened that up, because I just set one up yesterday for Lake Central Radio.
Oh, you already, okay.
And it allows you to do it then.
Okay, good.
So you just have to have an email so you get the content goes back.
Yeah, it's so easy, even unhip grandmas can do it. I can do it, okay? It's so stinking easy. First of all, it's Google, so they're gonna make it really easy and it's free.
Yeah, well, I'm familiar with all the Google, the G Suite and everything, because that's what we use here at work, but I just never created a YouTube video. I mean, my daughter, my son's girlfriend set YouTube on my phone, and it's like, get this thing off my phone, and I deleted it.
Oh.
So I let her have my phone for like 5 minutes, and she already had it installed on my phone, because she can't live without it. So
Absolutely,
that's the
they can't
younger
live without it.
generation. Yeah.
YouTube and TikTok, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that's what they need. So you've got my email address at the bottom there.
Okay,
When you post the first video on YouTube, you let me know.
okay.
Promise? Okay, all right. Everybody, that goes for everyone. All right,
One could be sports, so I'll send you the name.
please do.
I have a question. You just, did you use your own email address to set up a YouTube account for someone else, or did you have to establish an email account for them?
Good question. I had set up a YouTube account to do football, basketball broadcast. And I went to YouTube, created a new account, used my email on the radio station. So it's visiting the radio station and my email so that I can control what's
So you control YouTube for multiple.
going on. Yeah, so basically I created a YouTube channel for the radio station to use, but I'll be administrator with my email.
Yeah.
So does that YouTube link, I mean, does your email tie back to your YouTube?
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
But for viewers to see, or?
They're never gonna see your email account.
Okay,
They're never gonna see that.
okay,
But you get notifications there.
okay.
Yeah.
And if we like it, we'll subscribe your channel. And then that's how you get your views and stuff.
Okay.
If, and we learned this, if you want to make money, hopefully generate money off of it, you do have to have 50 subscribers,
Yeah.
okay?
A lot. I mean, you'll be surprised though, people just,
Yep.
because it pops up on mine and I'll be like, oh, okay, I like them. I just,
Yep.
subscribe.
Yep.
You know? So,
Yep, and short is better.
Good questions. We're gonna jump in. I know Leslie's come in with lunch. We'll take a break as we gather lunch. We'll just keep diving in. Is that good? All right, okay. So we've learned the importance. We know the consumers want video. We see the there you go. There's one tick. ROI, the return on the investment of it. And now we're all excited. We're going to start making videos, right? Stop, take a breath, and plan it out. Okay? Set the objective. Understand who your target audience is. Why is that important?
If you hit the wrong people, they're not gonna pay attention to it.
Absolutely. God love my son's small group at church. Took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them up to a football game to watching, and I swear they were talking a whole different language the whole way up and the whole way back. And so you're going to talk one way if you've got a younger demographic. You're going to talk a different way, and maybe even a little slower for an older demographic. Younger demographic wants fast moving, a lot of interaction. I am perfectly okay. I will gladly sit and talk to you or watch an interview of you. And if it never moves off of you and the interviewer for 15 minutes, I'm okay with that. As a matter of fact, that's preferred. Okay, as opposed to all the fast moving stuff. All right. So know who your demographic is. That's going to help determine the style and everything around the video. Know where you're going to distribute it. Again, we had a great conversation. Great question. Am I going to put this on Facebook? Am I going to put this on Instagram? Quite frankly, If I'm gonna put this on Facebook, what am I doing with this? I'm gonna go this way, aren't I? If it's only gonna be on Instagram, it's gonna be this way. If it's going on TikTok, yep, it's going this way. And so this is just, again, my pet peeve. When people do this and then post it on Facebook, it's just not the same thing. So think about just even doing this with your phone, making your video, knowing where you're going to distribute it. It's going to determine just how you hold your phone. Include a call to action. What do you want them to get out of it? What do you want them to do? Call for a free estimate. Join me at the next Toastmasters. Okay? Tune in to hear. Call us about our services. Call us for a free consultation. We'll gladly come by your home and office and talk about how we can put cabinets in. Okay? Or tear out the old ones. Tell them what you want. Give them that call to action. All right? Got some questions for you to sit down with the team and just kind of help with the planning. What's the goal? Who's your target audience? What information are they seeking? Where's it going to live? The style of the video? When's it due? The budget? Just go through some of these questions and just make sure you understand a little bit more about the strategy behind your video.
I have a question on the target audience when it comes to the video marketing. Ours in radio is so broad because it's 18 to 49-year-old teenagers. That's the main target. How do you go about reaching younger and the older generation all in one shot?
Quite frankly, I'd mix them up.
Just make several different.
Make several different ones, absolutely. The post I'm going to put on Facebook may include a hashtag. The post I'm going to put on Instagram is going to absolutely positively include about a dozen hashtags. The post I have on Facebook and Instagram is going to be longer. I can only have 280 characters that I can use on Twitter, so I'm being short and concise. It's the same thought with video. Okay, how short? It might be a little bit longer on Facebook, might be a little shorter here, maybe a little,
So don't try to combine them all into one video. You'll lose everything.
Don't think that I'm going to make one video post them on all platforms.
Okay.
You've got to be strategic about the style that they make. You may have a different style in between Facebook and Instagram. I get it. That creates more work. I totally get it. And that's why I go back to find one and own it. Just absolutely own it. Okay.
One of the things that we came across was we have a lot of online applications for our services where we'll try to direct people to. And if we made a post on Facebook and tag a link for, an online application and then shared that same post to Instagram, they weren't able to just click on that link.
Right.
And a lot of times people won't interact with that if they can't just click on it.
Right.
People are lazy on the internet and they don't want to copy and paste themselves. So
You're right.
we had to go in and figure the mechanics out on that, and that's what we did. We ended up having to go in, find a site, tag the link on each individual platform for it to be a cleaner post and people would interact with that more.
It's right at the top of my Christmas list. Is right under the ability to edit a tweet is the ability to put an active link in Instagram. I don't know why Mark refuses to do that. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook owns Instagram. I don't know why they refuse to do that, but they just put their foot down and they don't put that. And it's one of the most frustrating things. And also, I'll go back to that soapbox. The key reason you've got to be careful about, okay, I'm just going to take one post and I'm going to put them on everywhere. That's just a cringe when they put a big old long URL in Instagram. You're like, I can't do anything with that. So put travelok.com and an arrow to festivals and events. Okay, I want you to go to Travelok. I can remember that. If I'm seeing your post on Instagram, I can remember travelok.com, and then I want you to click on festivals and events when you get there. Okay, but if I put travelok.com/festival and events, you're like, I can't do anything with that. So good question. Good point.
What do you think about Zoom training that's captured on video, downloaded, and uploading it to YouTube? Is there anything you have to do to convert that, or?
No, I might produce it, and what I mean by produce it is make a little intro, make a little outro, and make a TV show out of it. And if it's an hour long, drop an ad in. Do it yourself. Take it, go into an editor, splice it, drop in an ad, and then run the second half. But produce it, make it a TV show. If you just throw up the raw data, or the raw video, yeah. Again, that's me personally, I think.
No, that's the problem.
Produced.
Yeah, all of my training sessions are like that.
Yeah.
And I clearly see where I can improve and make them more interesting and more.
So you've got, if you've got an iPhone, you get iMovie, okay, you can do editing right on your phone. If you have an Android, come on, are there any other still Android people out there with me? Okay, good, I'm not alone. Got an Android Filmer or Quick. Those are editing tools that you can do on your Android. Here's actually where I'm going, down here. PC or an Apple guy?
Both.
Both? Okay. On your PC, there's a free tool on there called Video Editor.
Yeah.
Okay? And produce your intro, just short, sweet little, nice little graphic moves, and then drop in the Zoom video, and then have your little outro. And you can do that all on your PC. It's gonna be a massive, massive file. It's I think short, about 15 or a full hour.
Well, I'm learning. Like 15 total, let's break it down into small parts.
Okay. Good for you. What were you gonna say?
Those are apps that you can download, like Filmer or the films up.
iMovie, Filmer, and Quicker apps. On your PC video editor, these are all free. Okay. Adobe, if you really want to get into it, and then we click over to, you've already mentioned Canva. Lumen 5, I love Lumen 5. Lumen 5, you go in, I think I can show you. Well, we'll make one here in a little bit. Lumen 5, you go in and you upload your pictures, or you even upload your video, or you go into their database and you access some of their video, and then you just drop the text on top of it. Play, make it, publish it, and you're done. Okay.
So is Lumen 5 available in Apple products?
Lumen 5 is available. Apple. It's online.
It's not an app.
It's not an app. It's an online tool. Yeah, great question, Carrie. I'm sorry I didn't clarify that. Yeah, it's an online tool that you access. So whether you're PC or Apple.
So you could do it on your phone or computer, either one.
I don't know about phone. I use it all the time on my computer. So that's a great question. I need to actually look at that and see if I can do that on my phone. I don't know.
Okay.
I may have just learned something today.
So is that a subscription thing for that Lumen 5?
So it is. You're going to pay a little bit for it. Absolutely. Yeah. Lumen 5. You know the easiest thing to do? Let's look up and see if they have an app.
Let's YouTube it and See if we can do it.
Canva's also on Android.
Canva is an app. Canva is an app. I use that for,
One of his reports is called Filmora.
what?
Filmora.
Filmora?
Because I have to make some notes. Commercial breaks, but you can't just put your videos back to back. People can cut from camera to commercial, you can cut it out. It allows you to create a second dead black area, so it's just black screen.
Okay.
So you can have that in between the commercials, so you get that second, you can stop and then go back to the beginning. And that way you're not seeing the clip at the beginning of that commercial.
Okay.
But it's, and then once you're done editing, all the editing, you just hit save and it becomes a movie.
Filmora. Did you, if ever, make sure everybody got that Filmora. I'm not seeing it on here, so I'm not thinking it is.
Okay.
Buy a Filmora, though, it's like $900.
Okay. So Canva and Lou and Five. Canva, there's some things you can do for free, but eventually it's gonna drive you to the point, and you're gonna eventually get to a point, I really want to do this. And you're gonna go, you know what, it's worth I think it's just $9.95 a month, I think.
$19.99 for Pro, Canva Pro is $14.99.
$14.99, okay. So inflation, it's gone up.
Well, they created more
Everything's
templates for videos.
And Canva is going all in on video.
Yeah.
Canva used to be just a nice little, you can create a picture, and there is so much more video coming on. Canva saying, you know what, we've seen all these statistics, we're going full in on video. You want to add music to it? Sure, go for it. 92% of your consumers are going to watch your video with the sound off, but we've got to add music, okay? Don't just grab a Kenny G song and drop it in there. You'll get in trouble. I guarantee it. But there's some stock music sites. Now, Lumen 5 comes with a whole music library. So, but if you're producing your own video, again, we go back to I'm on my PC with Video Editor and I want to add music. You can go to these sites and grab some license-free canned music, okay?
Remember, Spotify and SoundCloud, you have to
Say it again.
You have to pay for Spotify and SoundCloud. Otherwise, in the music fed, it'll say somebody with the right Spotify.
Right.
But you don't want to do that.
I'm gonna go back here and see what I skipped over real quick, going back to this. Yeah. Okay, so when we're script out in advance what you're looking to do, okay? Even if you're going into an interview, what are the 3 questions I'm gonna ask? Give them in advance, and so that way they can talk through and be mindful of what they're going to answer. But if you're sitting down and you're saying, I'm going to answer a question on what? What's the biggest question people have about insurance nowadays?
Oh man, there's a ton of them. They ask me a lot of P&C questions, probably in casualty. I
Okay.
tell them to talk to their P&C agent because I'm a black and health guy.
Okay.
So, but health insurance, what's my premium going to be next year?
Okay. So I'm going to answer what's my premium going to be next year? How can you budget for 2023? I'm going to sit down and I'm going to script that out, because there you can see a 350 word script is about 2 minutes. So you sit down and you type out the holy grail of answers for P&C, for not P&C, for health insurance. And it's a 4-page, 6-page novel. You're going to go, wow, this is way too long. I need to start editing, okay? Because they have attention span of about 2 minutes and then it just drops, okay? So script it out. What are we going to talk about? Well, share your experiences. They want to hear stories. They want to hear your story. Share a story if you've got a customer about not budgeting and their health insurance went up, okay? Or how you've carried them through for 15 years, et cetera, okay? Share those stories. Make it lighthearted and fun. Don't be so serious all the time. Show how your product solves solutions, okay? How do you solve a problem? Okay. Tug on those emotions. Gosh, if you can make them cry, it's best. Make sure the production is great. No, it doesn't have to be, again, Steven Spielberg, super overproduced. It still has to have a little bit of quality to it. It still has to look good. And have your consumer's journey in mind. Don't think about just what's in it for me. Okay, what's in it for them. All right. Skipping around here. Remind me your name.
Janine.
Janine?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm interviewing Janine just right here and it's just going to be the two of us, this microphone's going to be perfectly fine. Okay. If, on the other hand, Janine was the one doing the filming, and she's got to stand here, she's trying to capture a speaker, you're going to need a microphone. Right? Our Chamber of Commerce will be out. They had a ribbon cutting just yesterday. Chamber of Commerce will be out going Facebook Live. And so you're talking maybe a good 10 feet away with an interview, et cetera. They've got a microphone. So think about adding a microphone to your phone, okay? Especially if you're outdoors, Here's some tips and some suggestions for you on good microphones. Again, everything you can do is here. Our video guy said, well, maybe they want a really nice camera. Yeah, you can. You can go out and get what's called a prosumer, kind of hybrid professional consumer camera, and the Canon. Then there's even professional versions. It's funny, we were doing this seminar and lady just went, oh my goodness. And I said, what? She goes, that's my camera. She dropped this exact camera, the one in the picture, dropped it in Mexico, picked it up, and it still works. So there's a testimony for you. But again. All right, music. You'll want a closed caption, okay? Because they're in a movie theater, not wanting to watch the previews. What are they doing? They're waiting, watching the phone. Standing in line, watching the phone, okay? They're in so many different places. Starbucks, can't have the sound on at Starbucks, so they're reading the video, okay? So have your closed captioning. With Lumen 5, you type them in, you just type in the words.
Are there any that do that for you automatically though?
Do what?
Are there any of those that do that, like they pick it up and convert it for you?
YouTube does.
YouTube does.
YouTube does. You sign in, you select subtitles, click the video you like to edit, click add language, select your language. If you're overseas and you want to make it in Greek, go for it. And then under subtitles, click add, and YouTube will absolutely close caption that for you. Okay.
Facebook Reels also has closed captioning as well. You just have to turn it on.
Say it again.
Facebook Reels.
Okay.
Closed captioning, you just have to turn it on yourself.
Okay. Yep.
Facebook what?
Reels.
Reels? I've never heard of
Reels.
that.
She'll help you.
I hope so. I hope so.
So here's the steps on YouTube. Now let's talk about some video light. Okay, we've been talking about full-fledged video. There's some easy, simple, what I call video light. Ripple, Shout, Canvas, Photo Grid. You're saying, what in the world am I talking about? Play. Oh. Well, let's do it this way. It's Facebook.com. That's long. It's a really cool video. Whoa, that was well, I do not make a dime off of Ripple. It's just a really cool tool. It's an app. It's now online as well, and so you can. What you do is you grab a picture, grab one of your best sheep. You say, you know, I just have a picture. So I got a picture of my best sheep and I drop some words on it and I drop my logo and it creates a video because the words are going to come in a cool fashion. It's at least moving. Okay. You at least have a short, simple 5-6 seconds, something with movement. Okay. So it's not, it's
Does
like
it put the sound with it too?
you can put sound on it.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's like a Dave Ramsey baby step, if you will. It's a nice step into video. Okay, it's got some motion to it.
You can just get it right on your phone, right?
You get it right on your phone. Absolutely. There's a free version. It'll have the Ripple logo in the corner. But you pay for it. It's like $9.99 a month or something like that. And so it's a nice, easy free tool. I say free again with that logo on it. Free tool for you to use. So looks like lunch is here, and we have God's chicken, which is awesome. So I'm going to pause here. Let Leslie take care of lunch.
Self-serve, so help yourself.
Pat, you want to tell me why?
This is y'all's family friend who's been watching. Okay.
And I don't know if it's, he was working all those days on vacation and then the weekend and then Tuesday it wasn't.
Yeah.
So they just frustrated.
What you have? The radio station, I think,
Oh, and I have toy bags. So is it?
Yeah, more phone. We'll see.
Sorry, I was in the seminar and I had you on Facebook. How's it doing? Is it more calm? Well, he's gonna be in trouble when I get home. When I finish this workshop, I'll check in with you and see if I need to come home before I go back to work. All right. Was he just mad because he woke up? Was he mad because he got up and moved on?
Yeah.
That's probably why. Yeah, maybe he was just upset because we were gone.
Perfect, thank you so much.
All right, now go take care of him upstairs. Maybe just stay in his room and play. All right, and just stay aware of him. See what he's doing, make sure that the chains are on the door. Yeah, gotcha. All right, I'll check in with him a bit. Okay, you know, make something for lunch there, so.
We are federally funded. SBA is, so SBA has, sort of, yes. So they have, SBDC.
Yeah,
Just put it small business development or women's business centers. There's several different programs that are funded through them. And so we have to have what's called a host organization, which is REI Oklahoma. It was started by Les Watkins, if you know who that is, years ago. And as we've added programs, we're a statewide, so we cover all 77 counties.
There you are.
She's good. She's over there. She's just.
Yes, you said. She is.
So just as a quick reminder, I don't mean to interrupt anyone's conversations. This is the form that I was referring to, if you all don't mind to take a minute. And really, I only need basically down to where it says employment on this front page. And then if you'll just turn it over on the back and sign at the bottom, that's about all the information I really need. So just as a reminder, I wanted to make sure that I kind of showed you that. So thank you very much.
I forgot when I introduced
He'll figure it out. Yeah. At least likes. Perfectly loves, but yeah.
How's the chicken?
Always good.
Good? Always good. Always good. I already see Chick-fil-A trending on Twitter. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm having Chick-fil-A today.
You know, I eat Chick-fil-A probably too much.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Cliff Castillo. Cliff Castillo.
Yes.
Doctor's office now, so I sent this message. Made him crack up like the doctor's office.
That's awesome. That's funny.
He said to tell you hello.
I'm glad he did. I thought somebody from the station had been here before. I thought somebody had been here before.
Yeah, Katie and him used to do a Fun Country morning show. They were phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Big personality of the year for a couple of years.
Oh, really?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm sure. I don't think so.
Well, when I transferred the file over to the other computer, I didn't bring all the videos with it, so. There we go. This is Ripple on display here. See if it works.
Yeah.
It's just taking the still picture, dropping in all kinds of different fonts, just different looks.
Isn't there a free version of Ripple or do you?
There is, it's gonna have the ripple down in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about that.
Okay. Here's the data I quoted earlier, okay? 2 minutes, it's gonna drop. So keep it about 2 minutes, because after that, now, if it's absolutely good, you're doing a fantastic interview, 15, 16, 20 minutes. I mean, heck, we sat and watched Marvel's Endgame, and it was what, 5.5 hours long? Wasn't that long. So if it's a good story, they're gonna sit and watch it, okay? On average though, 2 minutes, they're gone, okay? 52% of them will watch it all the way through, and only 25% will watch it if it's 20 minutes or longer. Okay, so just know you're gonna have some drop off. But again, if it's good, if you're telling stories that evoke emotions, they're gonna be engaged with it, they're gonna stay with you. Make sure you brand your videos. Pay the extra to lose their logo and put your logo on it, okay? Pay the little bit of extra to do that. Keep the title short and informative. Make sure they're watching on mobile. So make sure, again, you're turning your phone the right way, depending on which one they're watching on, okay? Again, call to action, and add captions and subtitles. Absolutely, you need a video on your website, a nice, strong, branded video. Tell your story in about 25, 30 seconds. That one you may want to call on somebody to have it nicely produced, okay? The rest of them for social media, heck, throw them up there, 15 seconds, no big deal. I think we've covered most of that. All right. Let's get into some content ideas. Most common videos created by marketers are explainer videos. They explain about your business. They explain about your services. They explain how your services work. They explain how your product works. Okay? What do I do with this widget? What do I do with this thing? Okay? The Q-tip, for crying out loud. It's not just ears. They're constantly saying, hey, did you know you could use Q-tips for this? Did you know you could use Q-tips for this? Because they're trying to get you to use 50 of them throughout the day instead of just the one for your ears, right? So explain your videos, explain your product, explain your services. Presentation videos. If you're presenting, if you're doing a seminar on insurance, if you're doing do a presentation on your cabinets, make a presentation video of that. Testimonials. People actually want to hear, and they'll watch testimonials, quick testimonials, okay? You hear them all the time. I don't even know which one. It's a radio ad. But I was paying $50 a month for my insurance, and now I'm only paying $19 a month, and I saved, I'm going to try to do math in my head. That's $30, I'm going to save $360 a year. Now, I want that testimonial, okay? Sales videos and video ads. But the top one is explainer. Explain what your services do. Explain what your product does to help them out, okay? So, highlight your product. Just exactly what I talked about, right? This is kind of tongue in cheek, but I like how they embedded it in the arc. But he's showing the products off, okay? It's just showing what's, you know what, I'm in a fireworks stand. Let me show you everything we got. Just go up and down all the, okay? Simple video. Next one. Tell your story. I've mentioned that a couple times. Tell your story. What are you all about? And she's highly produced this, obviously.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lavender. So hopefully you've heard that we are launching the 2020 Artist of Life workbook on November 1st. I'm so excited about it. But since we're in this launch season, I thought it'd be fun to share how I started my business and I guess the story of the business of Lavender. So I started Lavender spring of 2014, and so it's been over 5 years since I started it. And when I started, it launched as a blog and a YouTube channel, and my main commitment was to post one video every week. So I posted a video every Wednesday, and that was my main thing that I focused on, was to be super consistent and to post a video on Wednesday no matter what. Because before Lavender, I had a music YouTube channel where I was very inconsistent with posting and it wasn't growing, and I was like, I think the thing I was lacking was the consistency. So when I launched Lavender, I did it really intentionally to be super consistent. This was when there weren't very many young people talking about self-help and personal growth on YouTube. It was such a strange, weird, niche topic. Like most of the videos were like gaming, fashion, beauty, you know, the typical very popular stuff. And I just couldn't find people talking about personal growth or anyone that I can relate to. There were a certain like niche channels on spirituality, but I felt like that was exactly what I was going for. So when I started, I had the intention of like mixing the styles that I liked from beauty, fashion, and lifestyle with more meaningful content about like finding your purpose, figuring out what you want to do with your life, topics that I was passionate about.
Biggest takeaway from that, anybody? Consistency. Be consistent. If you're only going to put one out a month, that's fine. But put one out a month. You can only do one a quarter. Awesome, good for you. But be consistent. You're gonna jump in and say, you know what, I'm gonna do one a day. Holy moly, I'm gonna pray for you right now. But be consistent about it, okay? If it's only one a month, good for you. But
Even
just,
when you tell them that they don't have to do it all, I mean, you could do it all in one setting.
right,
You could do 4 Wednesday wisdoms or
Sure.
wisdoms of Wednesday, whatever.
Yeah.
You could produce all 4 of them and then schedule them, and they're already done.
Right.
It creates that consistency, but you're not having to remember to go in every Wednesday and do one. Just do them all at the beginning of the month. Would that be fair to
no,
say?
that's an awesome suggestion. Yeah, just carve out, okay, I don't know, 5th day of each month, I'm gonna spend time producing 4 videos for the next quarter, or I guess that's quarter plus.
Because in our trainings that we do, and I don't mean to interrupt
No, you're
you, I'm
fine.
sorry. Most people will say, I don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
Most people will say, I do not have time to do social media, but they don't realize that you don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it once a week. You could literally do it once a month.
Right.
And schedule it out so that you're only doing it once a month, and then, it's done. So it's just for time being, what's the word I'm looking for?
It almost be considered, you're being considerate of the audience too.
Sure.
They'll revert back to knowing that that's their daily schedule that you set with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That simple, so.
Time
Nowadays, you can't
management was the
afford
word.
Time management.
Good time management, that's the word I was looking for.
No, fabulous event, thank you, thank you. Interviews. Oh my goodness, this is the gold mine of videos, okay? Interview somebody. Now, I'm gonna pick on, who do I wanna pick on? Pick on my insurance person, okay? Who could you interview? I bet we could come up with a year of interviews just right now, okay? Within the realm around you, who could you interview that would be of interest to your customers? I'll give you a hint. We'll start out. So if I've got an auto insurance, I'm going to go talk to somebody at an auto dealership talking about all the safety stuff that are on cars nowadays. There's one. What else can we do around insurance?
Price.
Do what?
Price.
Price, sure. So if I own a car, car maintenance tips. Mechanics, absolutely. Body shops, very good.
Bringing awareness about driving under the influence.
Oh my goodness, that's fabulous, outstanding. Does it ever snow or get icy in Muskogee? Yeah.
It just gets hot.
So how do you drive on ice? Law enforcement, I heard somebody, what were you doing with your?
Texting.
Oh,
Driving and texting.
oh, absolutely,
That's a huge
texting and
one.
driving.
Yeah.
Writing all these down, this is, okay, good, you got them.
He's got kids like me.
You what?
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law, absolutely, absolutely. And we just talked about auto, didn't we? Home, oh my goodness. I'm gonna talk to a roofer, I'm gonna talk to a landscaper, I'm a cabinet guy, I'm gonna talk to, who else?
Plumbing.
Plumbing,
Plumbing, electrical.
yeah, plumbing, electrical,
Fire department.
heating and air. You really have to put an umbrella over your air conditioner. Will that really help right now?
Heck yeah.
Maybe, is that story up here, is it in Oklahoma City?
I've seen it on, well, I didn't see it, my wife said, look at this, I think we should try that.
It's the biggest myth in Oklahoma City right now. All the news, they're saying, you know what, the best thing you can do right now is put a tent over your air conditioner or put an umbrella over your air conditioner. Have you not heard that? Oh my goodness.
The problem is, you know what I did yesterday?
Uh,
I looked out the door and said, oh, it's in the shade at the hot part of the day.
There you go. So your plumber, your HVAC, your roofer, yeah, I got a pool. I got a pool. What are safety tips around a pool? See where this is going? I mean, you just sit down and brainstorm all the different ideas of people that you can interview. Okay.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't put anything around here.
Well,
So this is an apparel company, just to share real quick. This is an apparel company, and she's interviewing about how this apparel company started. Okay.
We got two kids. We're gonna be asking two kids. And she was
For
pregnant.
the sake of time, I'm going to say, thank you very much. Interviewers, again, just a gold mine. You've got, just brainstorm about all the different people that you can interview, okay? Customers and clients and business partners, et cetera, et cetera. Show behind the scenes, okay? What really happens in I'm assuming you got a shop, okay, where you're creating them? How many people have ever been back there to see what really goes on? Not very many. Oh my goodness, that'd be awesome to see how it goes from, the Boy Scouts did one, how it went from a tree to a Pinewood Derby car. Okay. How does it go from a conception in your shop to installation? I think it'd be cool.
And a trick to interviewing somebody who's done it for 40 years, don't ask unopened questions. Don't ask questions where they can just answer with yes or no.
Absolutely.
Make it an open question so they have to answer with a statement.
Great, thank you.
So you like our product? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much.
Right.
Why do you like our product?
Absolutely. Yeah, great tip. So, okay, it's The Rock. He's got a little bit of money. He can produce this. I get it. But he's showing you behind the scenes of his. Do what? Do what?
That's his tequila.
Yeah, it's his tequila. Who's now the, what, DC character is he going to be? Something. So The Rock takes you behind the scene. Testimonials we've talked about. It's always good to hear from your.
Hi, I'm Belle, and I have a bride who's in here today, but we're living in Scotland and we're in the middle of a massive renovation. So we're sitting on what will be back veranda of our new extension, which is very exciting. This is my husband's family home, which is up here and now.
I didn't want to do that. All right, Gary, that's what I do for trying to.
Oh, it's.
You know, this culture is a bit sad actually, because it can't be really been a problem.
That's why I was like,
Okay.
oh yeah, it's me.
So, does somebody like your product? Does somebody like your service? Interview them. And they'll go, yeah, I love it. Okay. This is my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. Show how your product works. Okay?
Today I'm gonna show you how to rake leaves. You might think it's an easy thing to do, but there's a lot more to it. You see, the raking part's pretty easy. Very quickly, you can get a huge pile of leaves. It's not the raking part that's the problem. It's the what do you do with the leaves after you rake them? That's the problem. Okay, the next thing is putting the leaves in the bag. I've got 2 tips for you on that. Tip number 1. Use 2 rakes.
2 rakes.
That's the best way to do it. Put 1 in each arm. Use them as a clamshell or salad tongs if you want. Wow.
How many of us for years have only used 1 rake?
Right now I have this disc with 2 handles on it. I then took my 1/2-inch spade bit again, and on this disc, I just drilled a number of holes. The number of holes doesn't matter. The key is you want to let the air out. Remember, air is your enemy. You gotta let it out. That's what happens when I use this disc inside the trash can.
This is genius. This is the most.
I love it.
Is this for sale for $19.95? For 3 payments of it?
Yeah. 3.
Was that awesome? I mean, we're so much smarter now.
Clearly, that's a retired engineer who needed something to do.
Absolutely.
Have you seen the video of the girl on the patio with the leaf blower? Or it's a leaf vacuum that has a bag behind it, and she's doing all the leaves and getting it all off her patio, and the bag's open, and she's blowing it out.
That's awesome.
Back on the patio.
That's awesome.
Spend 20 minutes doing a 2-minute job.
Take your product and show how it works, okay? I'm gonna pick on Aaron here. Did you know that you can adjust the shelves in your cabinets? How do you do that? Believe it or not, there's somebody out there that's gonna go, I didn't know you could ever do that. Show how to do that, okay? It may be one of the silliest videos, but it may be, oh my goodness, that's fabulous. I didn't know you could do that, all right? Show how. Just make it, and then we always want a funny video. We gotta make it hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know what it is in person. Makes me just want to ban a good shopping cart. I ain't done nothing wrong with them carts. Nothing at all. So, okay, okay. Here's the problem now. She senses us. She the key is, you gotta talk to them in their own language. You gotta know that they ain't done nothing wrong. That's good, that's good. She understand? The thing that's happened to them, that's what's wrong. But I ain't gonna thank you. Come on. Oh. That's right, sweetheart. That's right. I know you will be okay. I'll take you home, okay? See, what I do is, I just let them know that there's someone out there who cares about them and doesn't want to see them on their own.
Oh, my word.
It goes on, it's
It just goes on.
one of my favorite ones. Here's other ideas. We referenced this earlier. Frequently asked questions, okay? What are the questions you're constantly answering? Put it on a video, okay? Then it's okay, put it on your website. Hey, you know what? We've answered all of our FAQs and link to, make a list on your YouTube channel and have all your FAQs out there, okay? Time-lapse video, we saw the gentleman raking, so you kind of sped it up. Making of the product, how is it even made? Okay. If you're retail, I don't know that we've got any retail here, but just go out and say, hey, you know what? Let me give you the bearing of where our store is. Okay. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to go down the block just like this. So that way, oh, okay. So I see the theater, I see the furniture store, I see the record shop, That's where yours is, right next to the record shop. I know where your store is now. Okay. If you're real estate, take a picture, and take a video and do that. So that way they see the neighborhood around the house. How often do we just see the house? That's always, I want to know what it looks like around it. What's the path that the kids are going to take to get to school? So hold a camera up in the front of the car in the windshield and drive from the house to the school and see what it looks like. You have to do a report for the board. Sure, you're going to hand them something, but take a minute and summarize, take the executive summary and make a video of it for them. I'll bet they'll appreciate that. Get to know the staff. So if I call your office, am I going to get you every single time? Oh, okay, so I picked on.
Yeah, or my voicemail.
Or your voicemail. When he grows into a large company and you've got 12 people working for you, get to know the staff. I may have a large enough office where I won't get you every single time I call. Who's the gal I'm going to talk to or the man I'm going to talk to when I call in? Who's that person for each step of the way? All right, get to know the staff. If you're out volunteering, take a video of it and show that you're giving back to the community. Got a big announcement you're going to make? We're expanding into, I don't know, what's next? You're going to make furniture now. No? No, okay, probably not. We're expanding into, so we're going to make a big announcement. We've got the biggest fundraiser of the year is going to happen. And we're going to get, Carrie's just down the street, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to get Carrie. She's going to bring in who to perform with her?
Garth.
Oh, absolutely, Garth. Garth, and Garth's going to bring Reba, of course. Reba's going to bring
Blake Shelton.
Blake.
There you go. Yeah.
We got to have an even five.
Yeah, throw Vince Gill if we're going all Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Vince, well, Vince, I mean, so Amy Grant's going to come with Vince,
You
right?
can't forget Brooks and Dunn.
Do
Already
what?
done. You can't forget Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn reunited.
Turn it into a whole weekend show.
I know.
So you've got
Week long.
just a small concert
Yeah.
with a couple people.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big announcement, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so you're going to want to tease them with a series of videos, making that announcement. When is that concert?
Next April.
Next April.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Look forward to it. And if Blake's coming,
Yes.
then
And Gwen will be there.
Gwen will be there. So Gwen will perform. You know, she'll get the whole group. So no doubt will come in.
It's gonna be good.
Man, that's gonna be awesome. Holiday greetings. Hey, we just want to get in and say hi from the staff and wish you Merry Christmas. Wish you Happy 4th of July. Wish you. It's a big holiday in
Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Today is what, by the way? Does anybody know? National Hot Dog Day. It is honestly National Hot Dog Day.
Oh my goodness. I should have served hot dogs.
You should have.
I'm so sorry. Are you
We have, small plug, if you go to our blog, we've got actually 2 different blogs, and so about 40 different content ideas. And we just throw out a bunch of ideas. So backtoumarketing.com/blog, and then just search video content, and they'll pop up for you. Okay. We got time. We're gonna. I'm still gonna make a video. We've seen this before. Marketers who use video grow their revenues faster. I'm gonna jump in and show you. You've got to have a video on your website. Here's the data to show you. They'll spend 88% more time, and your search engine results will go up. If you have a video, Google notices that. They'll see that. And they'll say, hey, wow, they've got a video. Must be a pretty good website. And you'll go up and search. Okay. Landing pages. So landing page 101, I'm doing a promotion on Facebook, and I'm not just sending them to my homepage, I'm sending them to a landing page. So it's a page within your website. If that landing page has a video, then it's going to increase the conversions. Okay. Obviously, you can use video on social media. Video posts get 48% more views. They want to see entertaining videos on social media. Email. How many have a strong email marketing program? Think about it, okay? Website's your number one most valuable business marketing tool that you have. Number two is email in your database. I really strongly believe that. You own that database and you're able to market and push out to anybody at any time that you want to. It leads to an increase on click-through rates if you've got a video. Quickly, it's got 91% of people check their email daily. It's reliable. It gets into their inbox 90% of the time. Whatever that picture. And it's got a very high return on investment, 3 times the investment of social media. Okay. Can you put a video on your business card? Sure you can. You're going to start seeing a trend here with these QR codes. These QR codes are going to allow you to put a video most anywhere. Okay. The awesome thing about, if you can say this, one of the best things that came out of COVID was QR codes. All of a sudden, people started figuring out that's what those are for. And now they're huge. They're absolutely huge. And so you can put it on your business card. And what I would do is put on the, hey, learn more about me or our services. Scan this.
There's a lot of restaurants that's been using those instead of a menu.
Yep.
So,
There we go. Got a brochure, put a QR code on the brochure. See how we make our cabinets. Okay. Door hangers, QR code. Drink mail pieces. I love what Kohl's did on this. Because sometimes you still need to remind people, okay? Scan this code with your smartphone. Some people still think, oh, I have to have an app for it. And they go looking for the app. No, all you have to do is turn on your camera. Okay. Print ads. You're publishing something in a magazine or in the newspaper. Scan this and watch your Oklahoma Adventure QR codes. Anybody do expos? Sometimes? Get a monitor. Have that video behind you showing what's going on. People stop and they see video and they squirrel. They'll just sit and watch it. Okay? So it's a good way for them to just stop and catch their attention. Promotional products, you put that QR code on there. The big dogs, Lay's, McDonald's, they're all doing it. They're putting those QR codes on there, scan to learn. Okay. Signs out. You're selling houses. Scan this and you see a video, see the inside tour of it. I love this. Absolutely love this. A downtown promotion or downtown festival or something. Put a sticker on the sidewalk. Scan this. I'd get permission from the city first. But. Got a festival going on? Get a tattoo. Now get it. Yeah. Anybody brave enough to get a tattoo of a QR code of your business? That's dedication. Other thoughts? Where else can we put video? Did I leave anything out? All right. I think we can do it. You want to make a video?
we got 15 minutes.
We got 15 minutes. Somebody want to make a video with me? I'm going to show you how fast this can happen.
I'll make one.
Sure. All right. So, looking around, what would be a good backdrop for the video?
You don't want something that is busy, you don't want like trash behind you, you're gonna look for something like that ICTC would be a good place, or maybe even like the picture back there, depending on what you do.
There you go.
Or what about the kid? Because,
Baby.
I mean.
Babies are cute, babies sell.
Babies are cute.
Especially in insurance, babies sell.
And even a plain wall is okay sometimes. Sometimes. But yeah, absolutely. We're gonna pull you over here with the logo. I'm gonna do everything in front of my logo, aren't I? Because they may doze off for a second or two, but what are they gonna, they're always gonna notice the logo, right? Jill. And, Rolling Bee Ranch. And,
So I sell registered British white cattle, and I also sell Westwood beef. And then, I sell replacement homes.
okay. And, why would the average Joe need cattle at
Well, why I got in the business was I didn't want more yard. So we had 10 acres and I literally did not want to mow.
Okay.
So that's how I kind of got started. And then I'm a woman-based business. I wanted cattle that weren't aggressive. I wanted cattle that I could be around and my fresh diets are very gentle, easy, and stressful. And I will work for it. I could go on all day talking about cattle.
So then what, so you raise these cattle, and then what do you do?
Well, I raise them and I sell replacement heifers.
Okay.
And then I also, okay, so let's say that you have a farm and you want to have some cattle.
Yeah.
Well, eventually you're gonna have replacement and start your own cattle business. So that's where you're gonna buy a heifer. Okay, so also I sell grass-fed beef. So why would you want that? Because the big-based company store recently, look at the shelves, what do you want? Nothing.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have a good choice, and grass beef is a lot, or grass-fed is healthier than grain.
Okay.
I mean, there's pluses and minuses to it, it's not kind of track content, the extra plus, but it's also nice because the flavor is good.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, why grass fed? Why would we do it for grass fed? I'll answer that question.
Okay.
Okay. Jill,
Rolling Bee Ranch.
Rolling Bee Ranch, okay. There we go. Hi, this is Stephen with the ICTC business, and we are here with Jill with the Rolling Hills Ranch, Rolling Bee Ranch. And a lot of people are looking at the shelves nowadays. They're not seeing a lot of variety on beef. But we're also being healthier, and we want to look at grass-fed. Why is that?
Because grass-fed, basically, when you have grass-fed meat, it has a triglyceride, it's really healthy for you, basically that's your fats. So it's a healthier fat than your healthy fat. When you feed your cattle hormone, it creates those unhealthy fats.
Okay. And you have how many cattle on there?
Right now I have 10 calves.
Okay. How did you get started?
One story, we had 10 acres and I was looking at, I had horses, and I wasn't riding them, so I decided that I was going to get rid of my horses, but then I had all this grass that I had to mow. So I really, really did not want to mow, so I started looking at an alternative of what I could do to utilize that grass, and I started out with sheep, and I really wanted cattle, and I didn't have enough property for that.
So probably about 6 years ago, I bought 50 acres and started raising cattle and sheep.
So replace the John Deere with cattle and sheep. With that one,
We got it.
that's awesome. They can find you where?
They can find me actually I'm in Weymouth, my home is in Florida.
Okay.
So they can find me on Facebook and they're looking to be much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
On our next business minute, we're going to talk to the expert of Toastmasters in Muskogee. So you want to join us next time. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with this. It makes your lunch. So indulge me, talk amongst yourselves.
I got a question. Is that picture of you when you were young?
I'm sorry?
Picture of you when you were a baby?
That is not me, no. So I've got the video here. Read a link to it. I wonder if I get my Gmail email account here.
My Gmail account?
Yeah. I wonder if I could even remember my.
You can sign in on that. Did you do it?
What's that?
Sign in on it.
Yeah, you want me to?
That's my first name. My work on
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
It's a Google, that's a Google email. I just gave my personal to Gmail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so ICTC business, and we are here with.
Yeah,
Yeah, log in, then I'm gonna grab that off of your, I just emailed it, link to that, but,
So you want me on my personal or my business?
to that Gmail account. Because you probably, I don't know what my password is.
Big dot.
Yeah, thank you. My phone, I gotta verify it's me.
The hardest step and the longest step is just getting into Gmail. Or getting it, let's see. Okay, so I'm in. Gmail, indulge me, okay?
Yep.
All right. That's all I'm gonna do for this one. Okay. Okay, so. I'm making a new video. looks like a good, they got hundreds of templates, okay? I use that template.
How are you using?
So I'm sorry, my apologies. Using Lumen 5. Using Lumen 5. And in 3 steps, upload media. Doing here. I want all this. You know what? I'm just gonna make a different scene here. That's all I want. Delete. I don't need this anymore. Upload media. Go to my downloads. There's my video. Upload. So I've already made this, obviously. I've made that, created it as just kind of an intro. It'll take a second for this file to come in. Come on. It's stuck. I'm going to be engaged.
Stephen, is that Lumen 5 something, it's a web-based, you purchase that, how does one get that?
It's web-based. There are free options. They're going to have the logo on it. It's just like Ripple. It's going to have the logo on it. Pay a little bit more. You get access to more video. You get access to, I can show you while this is, you go into this library and you can just see all the different. Okay. So I'm doing a video on cattle. I go in here and, oh, look at that perfect grass bed. So I can drop that video in there. The benefits of grass bed. Now go back to uploads. It's still stuck. I can show up here.
Is that a monthly expense that they would pay for that? Or
It is, it would be
cost?
monthly, yeah.
Okay.
So you're basically using their video there instead of your own videos?
I'm using only because this is stuck uploading
Right.
the video that I made from you, but then I can preview this.
So if you use their video, can you just put your own verbiage on the, over the top of it?
You can, so the benefits of grass-fed cattle, number one, it's healthier. Here you go. Stop. What's number two benefit?
Number two benefit, it's,
Low fat.
what's that?
Low fat.
Low fat,
Low
good. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And then,
It's designed the way the cows weren't designed to eat grain originally. Cows were designed to eat grass.
what'd you say the name of the ranch is?
What's that?
What's the name of the ranch?
Rolling beans.
Rolling Bee
Ranch.
in
Porter.
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 Make this bigger. Now, had her interview upload, and it's gonna upload as soon as we say, thanks for coming. It's here. Here we go.
There it is.
There it is.
Get rid of this. Hi, this is Stephen with the ICTC. Oh.
Oh.
Why it's good to go over it before you go.
It's longer than that, but you get the point. Hi, this is Stephen with the ICTC Business, and we are here with Jill with the Rolling Hills Ranch, Rolling Bee Ranch. And a lot of people are looking at the shelves nowadays, and they're not seeing a lot of variety on beef. But we're also being healthier, and we want to look at grass-fed. Why is that?
Because grass-fed, basically, when you have grass-fed meat, it has the triglycerides are a lot healthier for you.
Okay.
Basically, that's your fats. So it's a healthier.
So why is it cutting the dog?
Just because I haven't extended the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that really does seem pretty simple if you.
I'm gonna add some music, so I'm gonna do this. Go back.
How much is that subscription?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too.
Her voice, the voice will come on. Hi, this is Stephen with the ICTC Business, and we are here with Jill with the Rolling Hills Ranch, Rolling Bee Ranch.
How much is that subscription? Do you know?
More options. I'm gonna drop the background music. I'll look it up in a minute. Hi, this is Stephen with the ICTC. Music's gone. We are here with Jill with the Rolling Hills Ranch, Rolling Bee Ranch. And a lot of people are looking at the shelves nowadays, and they're not seeing a lot of variety on beef. We're also being healthier, and we want to look at grass-fed. Why is that?
Because grass-fed, basically, when you have grass-fed meat, it has the triglycerides are a lot healthier for you.
Okay.
Basically, that's your fats. So it's a healthier.
And the music comes back.
I'm assuming there's other video platforms besides Lumen 5.
There are, yeah. And this is one we use. So $228 a year, what is that?
It's less than $20 a month.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean,
$20 a month
seems
to do that.
affordable.
I do not make a dime off of, I'll clean that up and I'll post it.
But you could probably Google search, how would you find other platforms like that?
So the two big ones that we showed earlier, the two big ones, you're gonna, Lumen 5 or Canva.
Canva, okay.
Lumen 5 or Canva. We started using Lumen 5 before Canva got into the video industry. They used to be just, I mean, they're phenomenal. They used to be just a graphic design platform. Now they've gone full into video, okay? I don't make a dime. If you go out and get a subscription to Lumen, it's just what we use. We use it a lot, okay? So.
Canva is a great,
Canva is a
we
great
do trainings on how to use Canva. And there's a free version of it, just to kind of play around with it, get comfortable with it. And then if you want additional services, I think there's a monthly charge. But we have taught on using Canva because you basically do your own stuff.
And you said at the onset that there was some stuff that you would send us emails and we talked to them.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
On the inset of the seminar, you said there was some stuff that you were going to send us an email as well. You know, question. I guess on some of the topics and whatnot that are not here like that.
I'll send it. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I'll send this PowerPoint.
Are you back?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, but waiting on me.
So it took a little while longer, but still in a half an hour. Half an hour we produced a video. Not bad. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. We appreciate you being here today. I know Katie and I both appreciate that. If you leave those papers at just where you're sitting, we'll pick those up. And if you want to attend any of additional trainings that we have, please check us out on reiwbc.org.